Let's call tonight's meeting of the Lower Macungie Township Board of Commissioners to order. If we could all please stand for a pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, for matter of the roll call this evening, Vice President Ward is absent. Commissioner Shoemaker is en route, and Solicitor Fisher is in for Solicitor Bruman. We also have Mr. Tranguch joining us at the dais. There are no agenda modifications, no announcements or presentations. Moving on to hearings and approvals. 6.1, Resolution 2024-48. We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the approving post-issuance compliance procedures related to the 2024 general obligation bond and appoints the township manager as the compliance officer. Are there any commissioner comments or questions?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't realize, okay, so is this indeed a tax exempt bond?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
I didn't realize we were going through it before the law.
As I understand it, it is.
Huh?
As I understand it, it is. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. What is the interest rate?
I'd have to look. I think it's like 4.29. It's out at market now. So I have to look and see
Okay,
what the finals were.
okay.
I can get that for you. Give you an
And
update.
It's cheaper because it is tax exempt.
It's cheaper because part of the reason is we were able to get that AAA rating through the rating assessment through Moody's, where that of course makes, money less expensive for us to borrow because we're able to have that bond rating.
But I assume also because it's tax exempt, they're
Uh,
going to go with a lower rate.
Correct. But the bond rating is, our rating is a huge part of that.
Any public comments or questions? Seeing and hearing none, I will call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, 6.2, Resolution 2024-49, approving appointment of Sean Scott as Special Fire Police.
Move to approve.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commissioner comments or questions? Any public comments or questions? Seeing and hearing none, I will call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Item 7, public comment on non-agenda topics. Is there any public comment this evening? Seeing none, we'll move forward to item 8, communication. Mr. Beidle.
Thank you. We have several items. Mr. Jeffrey Matchik, a statement of interest to remain on the Building Code Board of Appeals. Ms. Kamala Baker, a statement of interest for the Vacancy Board and to remain on the Parks and Rec Board. And David Nozzle, Fire Chief, a letter of thanks to the township. Hey, you're good.
Okay, thank you very much. Item 9, there are no appointments to various boards, committees, or commissions this evening. Item 10, approval of minutes from previous meetings. 10.1, September 19th. We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion to second. Any commissioner comments or questions? Any public comments or questions? Seeing and hearing none, I will call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item 10.2, October 3rd, 2024.
Move to approve with minor modifications.
Okay, we have a motion to approve with minor modifications. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a second. Commissioner Robert, your minor modifications.
What are they?
Sorry? You have modifications or there are modifications?
I've already talked to Renee.
Oh, okay. Are there any commissioner comments or questions? Any public comments or questions? Seeing and hearing none, I will call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Item 11, approval of transfers, bill list, and payroll. Mr. Beidle.
Thank you. I have the following for your consideration this evening. The general fund, $257,574.05. The solid waste fund, $2,129.76. The sewer fund, $8,614.26. The debt service fund, $1,967.50. Capital projects fund, $170,810.06. The open space fund, $5,280. The payroll, $168,908.86. Developer escrow fund, $54,162.50 for a total of all funds, $669,446.99.
Move to approve.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the bill list. Are there any commissioner comments or questions? Any public comments or questions? Seeing and hearing none, I will call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, departmental matters, engineering. Engineer C-Stack.
Yeah, so just a couple quick things, wanted to go over, the just dates for some bids that, are opening. We have Gun Club Road, that's opening on Monday. The Gun Club Road Bridge, I'm sorry. The storm sewer repair program, that's where we're repairing corrugated metal pipe throughout the township. That's also opening on Monday. We have a sanitary sewer lining contract that just went out. We're opening that on November 14th. And we're working on designs for the Crasser Farm and for the Smith Lane Road Bridge. And we are currently preparing documents for the community center roof replacement.
Okay.
Thank
Any
you.
questions? Any questions for the engineer? Yes, Commissioner Robert.
Okay, the signal synchronization along Hamilton Boulevard. It was supposed to be done by now, is it? And is it?
Yeah, they've gone live with that synchronization. That went live a few weeks ago. So I'm curious, has anybody seen, I'm hoping people have seen improvements out there as far as traffic goes.
Yeah, and I'll jump into, we did have that, as Brian said, that was in, the programmer was out from Colorado. They worked and visited all of the intersections. They have some initial programming that they entered in. They watched the traffic cycles. They were working last week again remotely to continue to monitor the intersections and see how they're flowing. We haven't heard a lot of feedback. One complaint that I'm aware of from the mine site side, in my travels through that corridor, I've seen some improvement, I think, as I time my commute through there. So we haven't heard anything else, good or bad. The other project, the rest of the sinking project, still waiting on controller hardware for the Kressler, Hamilton bypass, and the other one. So it seems like things are functioning and appropriately at this point.
Okay.
Okay. 12.2, planning. Mr. Beidle or Mr. Trangu?
Yes, thank you, President Higgins. So October 8th was a planning commission meeting. There were 5 items on the agenda. 4 items were tabled, and 2 will most likely show up on the next meeting on November 12th. Hamilton Square Conditional Use Project. The Planning Commission recommended approval of the conditional use application for a coordinated commercial development as well as a restaurant use with conditions. So the conditional use hearing is scheduled for November 21st. All required advertising posting will be completed within the allowed timeframes. We do have one new item that will be going on in November 12th Planning Commission meeting, and that is the Crocs Road mixed use resubmission.
Which one?
Crocs Road mixed use resubmission. And the zoning hearing board, we have 2 matters on the agenda for Tuesday, October 22nd. One is St. Luke's want to expand campus right here, 3801 Brookside Road. And the second is U-Haul of Lower Macungie at 7785 Spring Creek Road. They want to add a canopy for parking their vehicles. That's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Tranguch? Yes,
One.
Commissioner Biter.
The Crocs Road, is it the vacant lot across from the S or the, behind Shepherd's Corner?
So this is the diocese property across the bypass,
Oh, north.
across the North Crocs. Yep.
Or, okay,
I'm sorry.
thank you.
Behind the retention back that way.
That's correct. Yeah, opposite side of the bypass of
Lake
Hamilton
Parish.
Crossings.
Okay, any other questions?
It's lakefront.
It's more expensive. Okay, moving on, Solicitor Fisher.
Nothing to report unless there's any questions from the commission.
Any questions for the solicitor? Okay, seeing none, moving on to Township Manager, Mr. Beidle.
Just a couple items of housekeeping. Just a reminder, we had to adjust the budget workshop meetings next Thursday, the 24th and the 28th. If needed, the 31st and November 4th. We're finishing putting our binders together for the board so that we'll have that for you probably the end of day tomorrow or Monday early so that you have that. That's my item on the budget. The other component, just want to make sure and remind everybody and welcome them next Thursday, the 24th from 4:30 to 5:30 at Spring Ridge Playground. We're going to have the ribbon cutting for our new facility over in that direction. So that's posted on our website. We're also going to reach out and make sure those individuals that saw us at our one meeting here and voiced their excitement for the new playground. We'll make sure that they get an invite to come see us. So looking forward to everybody there. That's all I have unless there's questions.
Questions for the Township Manager? Okay, item 13, other business. Is there any old business this evening? Is there any new business? Item 14, Board of Commissioner reports. The next regularly scheduled board meeting is November 7th, 2024 at 6 p.m. Our budget workshops begin next week, October 24th and October 28th, and if needed, October 31st and November 4th at 6 p.m. All are welcome to attend. There was no executive session prior to or after this meeting this evening, and with that, we are adjourned. Like to point out, we started late, so that's not the real. Started a couple.